Hi, this is Brett Douglas. Tonight I'm going to do a video on Devin Nunes and the memo that's been all over the news lately. Devin Nunes is a California representative. He's on his 7th term. He was re-elected in 2017 in the 21st district, and then it was changed to the 22nd. That's pretty irrelevant for most people. What most people are concerned about is the memo. But first I'm going to go over a few things about him. He was born October 1st, 1973. He's age 44. He was born in California, and he's married and has 3 children, 3 daughters. And he's of Portuguese descent. So he's a young man, but he's quite popular if he was elected 7 times. Must be doing something right. Even though California, as we know, has many problems. If it's divided up, I wonder what part he'll be in. Hope he'll be on the conservative half. I doubt if that'll ever happen, but some of you may have heard that there's been talk about California being separated, the north and the south, to right down the middle, 2 different separate states. Because the northern part of California is very conservative and the southern part is very liberal. But that's besides the point. I'm going to get into the memo and all that now. He's chairman of the House Intelligence Committee. That's a very important job. And he's actually part of 2 committees that are considered very powerful. I believe that's the most powerful one. I forgot what the other one was, though. I can't really remember. I wish I did. But it was also another very powerful committee. And at the age of 14, he bought 7 cattle, young cattle himself, and raised them and learned how to make money at the age of 14. So that explains why he's so young and already on his 7th term. He must have been about 29 or 30 when he was elected the first time. He's quite young. But okay, now I'll get into the memo. The memo, as it was known as the Nunes memo, what it is part of the committee he's in. He made a lot of notes of all the people involved and emails and all that about how the FBI was sort of not total, I shouldn't say breaking the law, but that's what it's going to end up looking like, because we already know Comey was gone first, and now McCabe. And he made a lot of notes on this. And he also is involved in the Russian collusion, and the FBI possibly surveying the Trump Tower illegally. And the word is out through talk around Washington, and the fact that the FBI does not want this memo released, and Donald Trump does, that it verifies a lot of what Trump has been saying, and it contradicts a lot of what the Democrats have been saying. So this is big doings. Trump wants it out because it clears him. It proves that he was right. If everything goes in his way, it'll prove that the FBI was doing a legal surveillance of the Trump Tower while he was running. They tried to look like it was all that they were just after Paul Manafort, but Paul Manafort, as we all know, well, not all of us, but if you don't know, he's suing the government now for illegally going after him. They were trying to cover their own ass to make it look like they were going after him, when nothing really has been amounting of it. So what it looks like is possibly people, not maybe Obama himself, but people that were in favor of Hillary winning, were trying to get stuff on Donald Trump. So they were spying on him at the Trump Tower. And that's what Trump was saying when he was running, or right after he got elected, and people didn't believe him. But this will verify what he was saying. And as far as the Russian collusion goes, I guess Anthony Weiner had a lot of stuff on his laptop when he was arrested. Between him and Uma, I guess they shared the same laptop. I'm sure they had more than one, but they said they have stuff on this one. So now this proves that, that he maybe wasn't involved in Russian collusion, like he said. So, and it's possibly true, because why would Donald Trump want this memo out if it put himself in trouble? He wouldn't. So they gave him 5 days, and if he doesn't do anything, the committee could still release it. So it looks like it definitely is going to be released. So this is something to look out for. It's kind of good news for the Republicans and terrible news for the FBI, and not so good for the Clintons, possibly too. So that's very, very important. Let me see if there's anything else on my notes here. I like this guy a lot. I consider him a patriot. I might even put that in the title of this video, because in 2014, he said this is Devin Nunes, says global warming is nonsense, which I agree with him on, to a point. It was 2015 when he became chairman of the House Permanent Select Committee of Intelligence. In 2017, this is another reason why he's a patriot. He supported the Trump's travel ban. So he was very, very supportive of Trump, and that's what the FBI and the Obama administration and Hillary and all that tried to say. He's not necessarily somebody that should be listened to. He's very pro-Trump. But we are listening to him now. He's all over the news, the Nunes memo. I guess the Democrats made a memo too, and they voted on it to not be released. I think that, tell you the truth, like Judge Napolitano said on Fox News, that they should release both. And I listen to him. He's a good man, a judge, and he knows all that stuff. So it looks a little bad, I think, on the Republican side, this one little aspect of it, to not allow the Democrats to release their memo. Maybe that'll come out after, who knows. But this is good news for Donald Trump. He didn't mention it at the State of the Union address, like I said in a video last night. That's probably a good decision, though. He would look too mean, let's say. He would. And we don't need the Democrats, giving him bad publicity again. They already, again, will continue giving it. They'll have something else on him if he did that. So it was probably a good idea that he didn't release or talk about it in his State of the Union address. Okay, well, let me see. It's 4 pages long. And another thing too, McCabe, the one after Comey and the FBI director, he was assistant director before, learned about the emails like through the Weiner laptop a month before the FBI told Congress. That doesn't look good too. And he was also very pro-Flynn. If anybody remembers, Devin Nunes said that Flynn was a patriot when he talked to the Russians. He was trying to help the U.S., so that could be. But we'll wait and see. The memo, this is going to be good. So until next time, this is Brett Douglas. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.